Good morning to all of you. In today's class, mainly we are going to discuss from the diary of Annie Frank. In the last classes, we have explained paragraph wise. Some of the paragraphs we have completed. Just to remind you, I would like to discuss the first few paragraphs in a very short so that you can remember the text clearly. As you know, this is from the diary of Annie Frank. Annie was a girl during the regime of Hitler, and Hitler, he was the supreme authority of Germany at that time. Whatever was decided by Hitler and Nazi party, that was implemented in Germany. And here in this diary, we shall see Annie's feeling. Annie is a German girl. She expressed her feeling in her diary, and how their family, being Jews, how they were compelled to take shelter in an annexation, and how they passed day to day, how at that time the Jews were taken to the concentration camp, were being taken to the concentration camp, were killed under the guillotine, how they were tortured, how many of them left the country, how many of them were announced as mad. In anyhow, how suffocating atmosphere was created for the people of Germany, especially Jews, that we shall come to know through this diary. Not only that, from this diary about Annie's student life, mainly Annie's student life, we shall come to know from this diary. Actually, this is a novel from the diary of young girl, and from this novel, this has been taken, this extract has been taken for the student of class 10 in the name from the diary of Annie Frank. At the starting of her writing, Annie had said that writing in a diary is really a strange experience for someone like me. As she was a simple girl, so writing diary was a strange experience for her. Writing a diary was a strange experience for her, not only because I have never written anything, but also because it seems to me that later on, neither I nor anyone will be interested in the musing of a 13-year-old girl. So at first, she thought that nobody would be interested in the musing of a 13-year-old girl. But anyhow, she wanted a friend. She had no friend. She considered her diary to be her friend. In the next paragraph, Annie had said that paper has more interest. Paper has more patience than people. Means one person can express her feeling in paper in better manner, what a person cannot express in her daily life to her friend. In the next paragraph, Annie had said that now I am come back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary. So through this line, Annie had said that mainly she wanted a friend, she wanted to express her opinion to her friend, and she considered diary as a friend, so that whatever the latent feelings she had, she can express. And we see here that she thought her diary, accepted her diary as a friend. At the outset, she had said that, let me put it more clearly, since no one will believe the 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world, and I'm not. I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister. So here, in this paragraph, Annie has mainly said about the family members. There were the family members. She had her father, she had her mother, she had her sister. And in spite of that, she wanted a friend. In the next paragraph, Annie had said, enhance the image of this long-awaited friend in my imagination. I don't want to jot down the facts. In this diary, the way most people would do, means Annie here has told that her way of writing would be different from that of other. To the next paragraph, it is in paragraph page number 51 in NCERT book. Since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty. So here you must understand, Annie called her diary as Kitty. Annie called her diary as Kitty. If I were to plunge right in, I would better provide a brief sketch of my life. So Annie at first wanted to offer a brief sketch of her life in the page of the diary so that people can understand whatever will be told to Kitty by her. Here in this paragraph, Annie had said that her father was the most adorable father. Her father left Germany. Her father went to Holland in 1933. At first, her father went there in 1933 and her mother, Edith Hollander, and his father was Otto Frank and his mother was Edith Hollander Frank. So Edith Hollander Frank went to Holland in the month of September, and Annie's sister Margaret went to there in the month of December, and Annie went to Holland in the month of February. And in 1942, in 1941, Annie's grandmother died, and as a result, Annie's birthday couldn't be celebrated in proper manner. In 1942, Annie's grandmother died. Annie's birthday was celebrated side by side. The candle for her grandmother was lit. Now I'm coming to page number 52. In this page 52, Annie had said about her class. Annie was interested in all subjects except mathematics. She used to talk in the mathematics period. The students were talking in the class. Mainly the topic of the talking was that the teachers are the most mysterious creature, because who would pass in the final exam, nobody knows. Whom the teacher would promote, whom the teacher would detain, that was not known to anybody. So here, in order to, as Annie used to talk in the class, in the mathematics period, the teacher gave her task on one essay to write. The essay which was provided to Annie, that was on Chatterbox. Annie was given to write this essay. So Annie returned home that evening. So I would like to explain from here in detail so that you can understand it better. I'm going to explain from here in detail. Though this one also in the last class we discussed, but in spite of that, I'm going from here. That evening, after I had finished the rest of my homework, so many homeworks were given to Annie. In other subjects also, she completed her homework, and after that, Annie started writing her diary. Annie started writing that essay. Annie started writing that essay. I began thinking about the subject while chewing the tip of my fountain. At first, she couldn't decide what to write in the page of her exercise copy. Copy means homework copy, as she was given one home task to write one essay on Chatterbox. Anyone could ramble on and leave big spaces between words. So at that situation, Annie had said, anyone could ramble on and leave spaces in between, means anyone could ramble on, anyone could talk or write aimlessly for long, giving space in between the words. But the trick was to come up with the convincing argument to prove the necessity of talking. Now here Annie had started showing the logic in her essay. Annie started showing the logic that talking is also necessary. I thought and suddenly I had an idea. I write the 3 pages Mr. Casing had assigned me and was satisfied. I argued that talking is a student's trait and I would do my best to keep it under control. Talking is a student's trait. Annie told that it is one of the habits of the students. That's why being a student, she also talk in the class. She also said that it was the inherited nature. She inherited it from her mother. I would never be able to cure myself of the habit since my mother talked as much as I did, if not more, that there's not much you can do about inherited traits. Means about the inherited traits. She had the inherited quality of talking that she couldn't leave. Going to the next paragraph. See this next paragraph. Mr. Casing had a good laugh at my argument. So Mr. Casing read the essay in the class. He started laughing. But when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, he assigned me a second essay. This time it was supposed to be on an incorrigible chatterbox. Mr. Casing had a good laugh at my argument. Mr. Casing started laughing. Mr. Casing started laughing, seeing the essay. But when I proceeded to talk my way through the next lesson, he assigned me a second essay. Means again, when Alan started talking after that also, that teacher, Mr. Casing, assigned Annie to write another essay. This time it was supposed to be an incorrigible chatterbox. Annie thought that the essay that might be given to me, would be an incorrigible chatterbox. I handed it in and Mr. Casing had nothing to complain about for 2 whole lessons. However, during the third lesson, means Annie thought that she would be provided another essay to write that would be incorrigible chatterbox as she had started talking. But anyhow, 2 lessons, no complaint came. 2 whole lessons were completed. However, during the third lesson, he would finally had enough. Annie Frank, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay titled Quake, Quake, Quake. So as in the third lesson, Annie started talking in the class. Annie was given to write another essay as punishment to write on the topic Quake, Quake, Quake. And generally, you know, quake is the sound of the duck. Quake is the sound of the duck, said Mistress Chatterbox. The class wrote. I had to laugh too, though I would nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the whole topic of chatterboxes. It was the time to come up with something else, something original. My friend Sen, who's good at poetry, offered to help me write the essay from the beginning to the end in verse. I jumped for joy. Mr. Casing was trying to play a joke on me with his ridiculous subject, but I would make sure the joke was on him. So Annie was provided one topic, quick. Annie had to write one essay on that topic. Now Annie had one friend, Sen. So actually Sen was very much good in poetry, and that's why Sen helped Annie, and Annie composed a poem on Quake. And while composing the poem, Annie thought that it will be really a joke on Mr. Casing, because Annie thought that the feeling is her feeling, thought is her, but rhyme and the type of poetry in which she wrote, it was helped by her friend. So after watching that, the teacher must think that it was a joke on him. But one little bit fear was also there in Annie's mind, what might be thought by the teacher. But surprisingly, we shall see that the teacher took it positively. The teacher took it positively I finished my poem. It was beautiful. It was about a mother duck. Annie finished her poem. It was very beautiful. And it was about a mother duck and a father swan. It was a mother duck and a father swan with 3 baby ducklings who were beaten to death by the father because they quaked too much. So here you see how Annie wrote. Annie wrote that there is a story. There was a story. The story is of a duck, and there was a mother duck in the story, and in that story there was a father duck, and the ducklings means their children. They used to talk too much. They used to quake too much. As a result, father duck gave punishment to the children. He killed them by beating them. So they were beaten to death by father because they quaked too much. So Annie indirectly here wanted to say the father-like figure to the teacher that you also wanted to lead us to death by not talking. You also want to lead us to death by not talking. That's why Annie thought that it would be a real joke on the teacher. Mr. Kessing took the joke the right way. Mr. Kessing took the joke right way means Mr. Kessing took that poem in positive manner. He read the poem to the class, adding his argument, adding his own comments, and to several other classes as well. Since I have been allowed to talk and haven't been assigned any extra homework. On the contrary, Mr. Kessing's always making jokes these days. So Mr. Kessing read that poem. Not only that, she took that poem to other classes. He recited the poem to other children also of other classes. So on the contrary, Mr. Kessing always making a joke. And after that, Mr. Kessing started making a joke. So here the text end. So mainly in this, from the diary of young girl, in this prose writing, you can see how the diary came to Annie, how Annie started writing diary, and how in the class she was as a student. She has brought humor here also by introducing the story of her mathematics class and how the mathematics teacher, Mr. Kessing, gave her punishment and how she owned the heart of Mr. Kessing and became and established a good relation with that teacher. So this has been taken from the diary of a young girl. This is an extracted version. Okay, so now here this prose writing ends. Those of you have any question on this topic, means from the beginning to the end of this prose writing, please raise hand. I would like to accept your questions one by one. Please raise hand. Yes, Bansika, I think she has any question. Okay, Bansika.
Say, have you checked the date?
Date, I have not checked. I shall check from the, as you told me to check that date. Okay, I shall check that date. Any other question? I think one student put me one question. The question was that why Annie's birthday is on 12th, why it was celebrated on 20th. Actually, Annie's grandmother died. So the family wanted to coincide the two occasions, Annie's birthday as well as her mother, and lighting candle for her grandmother. That's why on 20th it was celebrated. Means Annie's birthday was celebrated quite similarly. Annie's candles were lighted for Annie's grandmother. Any other question? Yes, Ujjwal Kumar has a question. Ujjwal Kumar, put your question.
Sir, what do mean by meaning of fogey?
Spelling?
F-O-G-E-Y.
Foggy. Means the
Yes,
old foggy, means here old guy. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Any other question?
Sir, foggy.
Any other question? Any other question? Actually, Fauji means a very old version, old-fashioned, conservative person. So old, Fauji means here old guy, or old-fashioned man. Next, Shafifa. Yes. What's your question?
Sir, can you please explain me again what is chatterbox?
Repeat.
What is chatterbox?
What is chatterbox?
Yes, sir.
Chatterbox, actually, it was the essay. It was the topic. Chatterbox means generally, chatterbox means, if you simply explain a meaning, chatterbox means a box that chatter, that talks. Here, Annie was told, indirectly the teacher wanted to tell Annie that you are the chatterbox, as you talk always in the class. So on that topic, Annie was given that topic to write an essay, a chatterbox. Actually, it was given to Annie so that while writing the essay, Annie thought that think that talking is not right in the class. It proves her to be a chatterbox. Any other, Shafifa?
No, sir. Thank you.
Bansika, what is your question? You have raised hand. Okay. So now I'm moving to the discussion of question answer, thinking about the text. Those of you, okay, Priya, I think you have a question. Okay, Priya.
Sir, how can we say that it was the joke on Mr. Kissing?
It was a joke on Mr. Keshing. Yes, very good question. Here you see the poem that was composed by Annie. In that poem, there was the story of a father duck and a mother duck and some children. Ducks means ducklings. The ducklings, they used to make sound. They used to quake too much. That's why father became angry and the children were beaten to death by the father. So Annie thought that by writing that type of poem, Annie indirectly wanted to say to Mr. Keshing that you are our father, your teacher means next to father. So you are, through your such type of strict punishment, such type of strict class environment, you are trying to stop our words, suppress our mouth, and thereby you are leading us to death. So it was a joke on him also. Annie thought that it was a joke on him, but that whatever the feeling the students have, the means by her poem, through her poem, the teacher, Mr. Keshing, would come to know. Is it clear? Priya?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
So I'm moving to the discussion of question answer. It's a question answer are given, answers are given, you see. Oral comprehension check. Why was Mr. Keshing? So those of you who want to answer the questions, you have to raise your hand. Why was Mr. Keshing annoyed with Annie? What did he ask her to do? This question will. Why was Mr. Keshing annoyed with Annie? Why was Mr. Keshing annoyed with Annie? This question, raise hand. Those of you want to answer this question, raise hand. Why was Mr. Keshing annoyed with Annie? Why was Mr. Keshing annoyed with Annie? Raise hand. Why was Mr. Keshing annoyed with Annie? Okay, many students have raised hand. This question goes to Arohi. Arohi, answer this question.
Mr. Casing was annoyed with Annie because she talked too much in his class.
Yes, Mr. Keshing was annoyed with Annie because she used to talk too much in the class. One tag question is here. Why did he ask her to, what did he ask her to do? Arohi, what did he ask her to do?
He asked Annie to write an essay on the topic chatterbox so that she can realize that talking is not a good habit during a class.
Very good answer. Next question. How did Annie justify her being a chatterbox in the essay? This question goes to Safifa. How did Annie justify her being a chatterbox in her essay?
So in the essay, Annie justified her being a chatterbox in her essay by wrote about that talking is the student's trait. She wrote that it was inherited trait in her to her mother, and
Okay.
her her mother talk also too much, so she could not do anything in it.
Yes, very good answer. So in order to justify her talking in the class, in the essay Chatterbox, Annie wrote that talking is a trait of the students. Being a student, it is her trait also, means her characteristics also. One of the characteristics of her. She also wanted to say that she also told that she inherited this habit from her mother since her childhood. That's why leaving this instantly was not possible. In spite of that, she would try to control her habit. Okay. Next question. Why did Mr. Keshing was a strict teacher? Do you think Mr. Keshing was a strict teacher? This question, do you think Mr. Keshing was a strict teacher? This question goes to uh, Bansika. Do you think Mr. Keshing was a strict teacher?
Yes, sir. I think Mr. Casing was a strict teacher because he only wants to he want discipline in his class and want that no one should talk like Annie.
Yes, very good answer. And therefore, one thing should be added. In order to control Annie's talking, he provided Annie one essay to write, so that while writing the essay, she understand that talking is not a good habit. Next question is, what made Mr. Keshing allow Annie to talk in class? What made Mr. Keshing allow Annie to talk in the class? This question goes to those of you who have raised hands. As I can see, this question will go to where is Simant Kumar, Gaurav Kumar. This question goes to Gaurav Kumar. What made Mr. Keshing allow Annie to talk in the class? What made Mr. Keshing allow Annie to talk in the class? Okay, Shimant Kumar. I would like to invite Shimant Kumar to answer this question. What made Mr. Keshing allow Annie to talk in the class?
Yes, sir. Mr. Casing was trying to play a practical joke on Annie. He had given a funny topic to Annie to write an essay about this. So
Yes.
she wrote a poem. She wrote it in a poem. It expresses our feelings in her poem. But it is a beautiful poem about the mother duck and a father swan with three baby ducklings who was beaten death by the father because they talked too much. Mr. Casing took joke the right way. He could not help praising Annie ingenuity, and he resulted allow Annie to talk in the class.
It's very good answer. Your way of answering is also very good. Very good. I appreciate you. The same question goes to Asmat Najmi. So, what made Mr. Keshing allow Annie to talk in the class? Asmat.
Yes, sir. Mr. Kessing was trying to give a practical joke on Annie in the class. He had given